I'm sure you get this a lot. You probably know the answer. Super easy.
Okay.
What's the best language?
Oh.
And what should I learn first?
Oh. Here's the situation. I was gonna make a video where I answered all of the YouTube questions that you've asked me, you know, throughout the past few videos, because we're really close to 2,000 subscribers. But then my friend Russell, this guy, frickin' got me drunk. And then his mom gave me this thermos full of alcohol. And so now I think what we're gonna do is try to still answer your questions drunk.
Jarvis, I have a question for you. What do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up? Also, you mentioned in one of your videos you're a published poet. Where can I find your work?
Okay, so first off, I'm not a published poet. That was kind of a joke. But if you search really hard on Facebook, you can find freestyle rap videos that I've made in the past. And that is kind of poetry in its own way. Hardest thing for me to give up, it's gotta be my phone. You know, like I am one of those people who's really addicted to their phones, and I really need to get better about it, but
what about breathing?
No, I'm addicted to breathing. Yeah, that's for sure the thing.
Did you think of making another video on how you overcome the fear of reject? Like how you managed to get your hands on a job at Google? Seemed interesting.
Okay, so fear of rejection. I'm still really bad about this, but you just kind of have to do the thing. You have to put yourself out there, you know? So, and the consequences of rejection are never as great as you think they're gonna be. So I recommend you just do it a few times, like get yourself rejected, and then you will find the power in being rejected. And then how did I get my hands on Google? Well, I just like reached out my hand and then I grabbed it. No, just kidding. I like applied for a scholarship that was for sophomores, and I got an interview, and then I had a different offer with a different company that I gave away. Like I just said, I declined it because of the like hope that Google would say yes, and it happened to work out for me. I don't know that I would recommend that path, but that's how I got my hands on Google.
Oh, damn, Jarvis, what is Iron Man up to?
I mean, he's probably just like having a good time. Like when we watch those movies, that's just when shit gets the worst, you know? Like he's probably just like watching his own movies and having a good old time with Gwyneth Paltrow's character.
And a follow-up, if Tony Stark made an AI called Jarvis, are you making an AI called Tony Stark?
I cannot comment on that.
Tabs or spaces?
Obviously spaces. Like, I don't know who is doing tabs. That sounds like a drug reference. Like, I don't know who's doing tabs. Those kids, they're doing tabs. That's ruining America.
What college did you go to?
I went to Georgia Tech. Easy. I went to Georgia Tech, home of the Yellow Jackets. They're not bees, they're not hornets, they're Yellow Jackets. How about them dogs? Piss on them. That's like a thing we say because we hate the University of Georgia. I don't hate them. They seem like nice people.
Hey Jarvis, so I'm currently studying computer science at my university, and I feel so unprepared for the real world, nor do I know what I want to do with my degree. I know I should learn things on my own, but it's kind of hard when school forces you to learn certain things and you have to focus entirely on it because you want to pass the course, you get a degree. Any advice or input you can give me? I'm also not prepared for the real world. I think that in college you learn a lot of things that are theoretical and that don't have immediate applications in the real world. And then you go out in the real world and start doing things and you're like, I'm not applying anything that I learned in school. But a lot of the ways that you learned and a lot of the things that you sort of built up this foundation that makes it easier to reason about things in the real world. So even though I'm not using like C memory management techniques in my day-to-day job, the fact that I like write Python, which happens to be, you know, implemented in C, and then it helps me understand what's happening under the hood. So, I mean, just like hang on, because you never know when this information is going to come back and be important. What's the difference between a software engineer or a software developer?
So the difference between a software engineer and a software developer is really like what you identify as, because a lot of companies, like I feel like the new hot hip term is software engineer, but software developer, software development engineer, which incorporates all the terms, are used a lot around the industry. Like Microsoft and Amazon have software development engineers. So really those words don't mean anything, and it's really just like what you're doing every day.
Is being a software engineer in San Francisco worth it?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, it depends. It really depends on what you want out of your job. For me personally, it benefits me to be in Silicon Valley where there are a lot of other companies doing interesting stuff, and I get to network with a lot of different
engineers and individuals who are working at these companies, and you get paid enough as a software engineer. Like they usually, your like job accommodates for the cost of living in the city, so I don't feel like I'm putting myself out living in San Francisco. I don't know, what do you think, Russell?
Yeah, I moved.
He moved. Next question.
Hey Jarvis.
Hi.
How do you prepare interviews?
I mean, like, look, interviews in software are kind of a game in a lot of ways. Like, there's a bunch of books to prepare, one of which is Cracking the Coding Interview by Gail Lappin McDowell, who's incredible. And I think that will really just get you off the ground with regard to preparing for interviews. Other than that, honestly, I introspect on the projects that I've worked on and like what I've learned from those projects, because when you have to answer these behavioral questions in interviews, you're often asked about technical decisions and problems that you've solved, and I kind of put those out of my mind. Like, I don't know the answer to every tech problem that I've solved off the top of my head, so thinking about the problems that I've gone through in the past helps me prepare for interviews.
Hey, how much money do you guys make per month?
Enough. You know? Like, enough.
Enough.
Would you agree?
Yeah, too much.
It's enough. Stop it.
I'm sure you get this a lot. You probably know the answer. Super easy.
Okay.
What's the best language?
Oh.
And what should I learn first?
Oh. I Python. Just learn fucking Python. Jesus fucking Christ. I'll ask this fucking question so often. Learn Python. It's fine. It's not a hard language to learn, and it'll teach you so many things. Don't learn. I mean, like, if you have a class in Java, learn Java. But like, I learned Java as my first programming language, and like, there's so much stuff that you learn that is never important. You have to know so much random implementation details about the writing of Java to even understand your first Java program, and that's bad. Okay, so I just learned Python. It'll just like all make sense the whole time, and then you'll see other languages and you'll be like, why do they write these? Okay, fine.
I like Java.
I like Java, but like public static void main, string, array, args. What does all that mean? I know what that means, but it'll take you years.
Hey Jarvis.
Hi.
I'm stuck choosing between majoring in computer science or software engineering. Which one should I go for?
Oh my gosh. I'm glad you came, because I know exactly the answer to your question. I hope you haven't enrolled in college now, because, you know, people usually enroll in December of 2017. Anyway, between computer science and software engineering, just like enroll in whatever like the heck you feel like is appropriate. The most common major is software engineering. The most common major is computer science.
Take a drink. That was incorrect.
Software engineering is a far more rare major. Computer science is one of the more popular versions of this major. It's not gonna decide what jobs you get or anything like that. So just like maybe look at the curriculum, see what excites you. If software engineering excites you, then just do that. I personally study computer science. Most of my friends study computer science, even if at different schools, right, Russell?
Yeah.
But software engineering is a perfectly valid thing to do. So if your school is really pushing that, then do it. You'll probably meet some of the best friends of your life.
Thanks for your content. I wanted to start a channel of my journey through software development, but I haven't had a job yet. I'm still starting, and I barely even know how to make a website for a local nonprofit. What do I do?
Just start. You're making stuff already. Like, just tell us about your experience. You've probably got so much to share. I have no idea what it's like back when I was like just starting. Russell knows. Russell knew me before I learned how to program. We learned together. We tried to learn C++ and we failed at it. Like, we just didn't know. And so I think that like if you were making a thing right now, if you're doing things right now that mean something to you, then share that. Like, feel free to share that with the world, right?
Yeah, I would have loved to have that. Hey Jarvis.
Okay.
Is C worth learning in 2017?
I mean, yeah. Here's how I think about it. If C is standing between you and the thing you want to build, then C is absolutely worth learning in 2017. I think that a lot of my contemporaries who are going through the same curriculum that I did are still learning C in 2017, and why not you? I found C super valuable to learn when I was in college. How about you, Russell?
Yeah, I like C.
It really contextualizes a lot. And even if you're not using everything you learn from C in your everyday software engineering life, you will benefit from knowing how things work that far down the hood. So
what about 2018?
no fuck's sake. We're all using Bork.
Another softball. Closest thing to actual magic.
I mean, thinking about software engineering, like the closest thing to actual magic is being able to type code into your computer and then make something behave the way that you decided it should behave. Like, that's actual magic to me. Like, that's what excited me so much about software engineering to begin with, is that you could just like do something and then it made this bigger, broader change. And that's, I don't know, that might be the closest thing. Do you have any closer things to actual magic?
I think that's it. Like making a computer do something.
Yeah.
Like playing God on the electrical level.
You're playing God on the electrical level. Playing God on the electrical level. Anyway, I guess that's it. I'm sufficiently drunk. Whoops, I drank it all, or I spilled it. Sorry. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe, because those things mean something in the world of YouTube. And it would mean something to me. Please, if you think I'm interesting, which follow me on Twitter at Jarvis. And I want to hear from you. Like, please. Like, obviously, this is a video about talking back to the community, so the shoe blows. But yeah, I'll see you next time. 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 But yeah, I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. But yeah, I'll see you next time.